Good morning, afternoon, evening, everybody. Welcome to a new video. I'm not sure what time of the day you're watching it, but hey, you're here. Morning time for me. It's a very breezy morning here in the UK. Working on the CRX today again. Right now I'm on the way to the power coder to drop off a bunch of suspension components to them to get them power coded and some brackets and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go get that dropped off then, and then back to cleaning more bolts and then prepping for the paint work that's going to start there. So stay tuned with this video, guys. I hope you guys like it, and we'll catch you when we get back here working on the CRX. Right, so got everything loaded up, ready to go. So let's get this off to the power coder. Right, just wanted to share a few parts that I just got in. This is for the steering rack, that outer tie rod. I've got the ball joints. I went with the Blueprint product because available in the UK, and I've read that they're pretty decent quality. They look nice. So fortunately for the inner arms, they didn't make them for the inner arms, so I went with a different brand. They're coming from America. Ball joints are also Blueprint. Those were available, so they should be pretty good, solid. And I also picked up from this company in France. That's his company if you want to reach out to him. He makes the lower radiator mounts, new radiator mounts. Mine were completely rusted. Luckily, I was able to get most of them out. I've got a bolt I need to drill out, but those comes with the new gaskets and everything. It looks like a really nice piece. So we'll get those installed. And then also, why I ordered from him, I ordered this is a cap that goes on the rear wiper arm. Mine is completely deteriorated. It's 3D printed. Through the bag, it looks like really nice quality. So that will be put on way down the road, but just wanted to share with you guys a couple of the parts that I got in. I will be sharing with you more of the parts when I go to install them. So this is just something I've just opened up, so I thought I'd share. Thought I'd show you guys the old lower radiator mounts. Pretty crusty. Luckily, the actual part that mounts to the chassis, where these mount to the chassis below the radiator, weren't too bad. So I basically sanded them down a little bit and put some rust converter on it to stop it from getting any worse. But yeah, that's why you replace them with those new ones I got from that company I just showed you in France. Can't remember the name of the company now, but yeah, these were shot in the bin. Right, I'm gonna start cleaning up and sanding down the radiator support beam that goes across the front. It's quite grimy. Is that the word? Grimy? Grimy is the word. So yeah, I got to clean all this up, sand it down. There is some surface rust on the inner parts here, but I'm going to sand that down and get it ready for primer and do some painting. I've never done this before, actually painting body parts and painting the engine bay. So it's going to be fun. We'll get a new sticker put on that. So yeah, when I get it ready, cool. Let's start cleaning it up. I'll show you when I've finished cleaning it up. Oh, look, I'll show you this. I've been cleaning this up. The little grounding for the harness, sanding it down and cleaning it. Still needs a bit more attention, but not much more. And these are a few more bits. These are for the front suspension that go on the upper control arm that cover up basically the ball joint nut. Sanded those down. You put them in the ultrasonic cleaner, and then just those are going to go to zinc. And then I'm cleaning up the battery grounding cable. I'm going to clean up all this brass using the ultrasonic. See how that does. I've cleaned this up with a little bit of degreaser. It was pretty bad. We'll see how it goes. All right, stay tuned. New car parts. Got the knife. New car parts. Let's get it open and see what's in the box. Ooh. Bubble wrap. Look at that. KYB struts. Yes. I went with KYB. I was going to go with Bilstein, but I went with KYB, the AGXs, because they're adjustable. And the Bilsteins are not adjustable. And I've read that they're quite stiff. And I didn't really want to have it too stiff of a suspension. This way I can adjust it. Let's just have a quick look, just to show what we got. That would be a rear strut. There's a beautiful rear strut. And the adjustment is on the top. So yeah, that's nice. That'll look nice with the coil springs that I've got. All right. All right. And then in the next box, let's see what's in the next box. Where is the next box? Oh. Next box. Can't remember what's in this one, to be honest. I knew what was in that one. This is the fun part about building cars. You get new car parts in the mail. Oh, okay, these are my inner tie rod ends. So yeah, this is my inner tie rod end kit for the steering rack. Yeah, so there's the inner tie rod end. Nice. Cool. Comes with all the clamps and everything. Cool. Yeah, that's good. All right. And that's all the car parts we got in today. Just that. Maybe more tomorrow. Who knows? Right. All right. So I've spent a few hours scuffing this up, cleaning it up with the Scotch-Brite pad here. So I'm going to do a little bit more to it, and then I'm going to wipe it all down, get my fingerprints all off it, and then wipe it down with a tack cloth, get all the fibers that maybe that I've left that's on it. And then we're going to give it a couple of layers of primer. That's got to cure for 24 hours. And then we're going to put a couple layers of paint and then clear coat. So that's the next step. So let's get cracking on with that. And I got some updates from the powder coater that I'll share with you guys in a minute. All right, so I think I'll talk a little bit about the powder coater. I dropped 90% of the bits off from the front suspension to them. It's a local place, probably about 10 minutes from me, which is really convenient. Actually, I'm pretty lucky because a lot of the stuff is around me. There's a power coater, the zinker, and the aqua blaster are literally within 10-minute drive, which is crazy, which makes this build a little bit easier. Anyway, so they've come back, they finished it. I dropped them off Monday. It is now Thursday. They're going to be finished tomorrow morning. So for 90% of that stuff that I dropped off, just to give you guys a ballpark of how much you'll pay for power coating on blasting and then power coating for most of the suspension components. There's just a few things that are missing. The front control arms, the front lower control arms. My brother works at a Lexus dealership, and I dropped them off with him to get the bushings pressed out. And they've had them since Monday, and they're soaking them and soaking them and soaking them. They can't get the bushings to come out right now. I think they're still. I haven't spoken to them in a couple of days. Well, I haven't asked them about the suspension arms yet. So, fingers crossed they get them pressed out. If not, I might have to buy some new control arms, some aftermarket ones. So yeah. So basically, for everything they did for me, other than the control arms, the quote was £200. Well, that's what I'm paying. So I'm gonna pick them up tomorrow morning. We'll see how good of a job they did. When I dropped it off, it looked like a really professional. They were doing lots of, professional stuff, not automotive. They were doing lots of other stuff like railing and stuff like that, which is all part of the power coating process, business, I guess. So yeah, so let's get to painting this piece here. Let's see how it turns out, and we'll go from there. And I'll show you guys. Probably I'll catch back with you. Oh, actually, another thing, I'm going to the zinker tomorrow to drop all this stuff off. That is all the suspension bolts and miscellaneous bolts from under the hood, from under the front suspension. I'll let you know how much that's going to cost. Now, I do get a deal on that because the guy's kind of cool, and I've kind of used him here and there over the years, and he kind of gives me a hookup. So I don't know if that's going to be relative to how much you might pay if you decide to get all this that amount of bolts. I mean, because that's the full tub there, and then all these suspension bolts here. There is a few more of these that are still in the what's it called? The ultrasonic blaster thing. There's still some in there, but that'll be coming out soon. So let's crack on, and we'll keep the process going. All right, guys, just wanted to share the radiator support frame here. I got it painted with the primer. Done a couple coats of the primer here. Looks really good. I'm happy with that. That's got 24 hours to cure. Then I can put some silver on it, put some color basically. I've already painted this. This is basically it sits in there. It actually sits like that in there for the hood latch. I've painted that with the primer and with the silver paint. The Blade Silver, which is the factory CRX color paint. So I've got a can of spray paint that I use that, and that's had some clear on it. So that's all ready to go. This just needs to be finished with the paint. And then this is the, I'm painting up the power steering rack. I've just done the shaft here. That's curing. That should be ready tomorrow. I'll take the tape off then, and then I'll paint this section of the steering rack. And these are just the horns. I got them resprayed and everything. So it's looking really good, and we'll continue on from here once I got this painted. Right, I thought I would share some new parts that came in today for the build. These are the front hubs, the wheel hubs that I picked up off eBay. That's the part number and the brand. They look really nice. They've got some grease on them, so I'm not really touching them. But yep, so those are going to go on. I'm going to make sure they're accurate to the factory one. So check all the thread on here is accurate, and the splines and all that fits the shaft, the drive shaft. And I've got the front wheel bearings. I got these in from Rock Auto from Japan. I mean, excuse me, from America, but they are made in Japan. Right there, you can see it, made in Japan. So I think these are going to be the best bearings that are out there, actually, because the factory one is no longer available. I'm not sure if Timekin was the factory brand anyway. I'm not really sure, but well, that's the ones we're going to be putting in it. So that's just want to show you guys some of the parts that came in today. All right, guys, just picked up some fun stuff from the Power Coder, and I thought I'd share with you guys what we've got here. Front and rear subframes from the front of the car. This is the rear motor mount bracket. Looks absolutely perfect. Looks brand new, which is the point. This is the other transmission mount bracket. That was super rusty. That was, and it feels brand new, man. It's no corrosion whatsoever on that. Super excited. It's like going to it's actually Halloween, so it's like candy, man. This is awesome. This is the battery bracket. That was quite rusty, and that looks brand new. Clear coat is absolutely mint on it. The power coat, sorry, is absolutely mint on it. They did a really good job, these guys did. Like I said, and this is the fork, the shock absorber fork for the front that connects to the lower control arm. That looks really nice. So you got all these bits here. Here we've got the shift linkage cables. I'm not going to take them out of the bag. I'm just going to leave them in the bag for now. These are the radius rods. I've got the sway bar here, and these are the tow hooks here. I haven't taken them out of the bag, but yeah. This is some fun stuff. I also had another delivery come in, but that will be for a later video, and I'll share that with you guys later. It's for the exterior looks of the car, so stay tuned for some fun new stuff coming up. So I'm anxious to get this stuff back on the car now. But like I said, I still got to do some paint work. That's going to take a couple days to dry and cure and all that, and then I can actually get to doing this. So stay tuned. All right, it's time to do some paint work. Got everything covered up. Should be okay. I've got my tack towels there ready to go to wipe everything down before we start laying some primer. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, we're just about to lay some color down now. And yeah, I'm gonna let it dry, and then we'll put some clear on it. So let's get the color laid. Okay, here's some color. It's looking really good. So that's 4 coats of color and 3 coats of clear. It's looking really good. I'm excited to put it back together. I've still got to spray this piece. I haven't done that yet. The radiator support, that still needs to be sprayed. But next step is to get all this covered off of it, obviously, and then start putting the motor mount back in. Get that motor mount back in, and so the engine's secure. And then we'll get on to the next stage of the build. Yeah, so let's keep moving. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end the video there. After getting the paint done on the engine bay, I'm really excited about how that turned out. I'm excited to get it back together now, get that engine bay finished. The next stage is coming up next in the next video, which will be something I haven't shared with you guys yet. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. I've got new parts that just turned in, maybe even some wheels that have just turned up that I've been waiting for. So that's exciting. Even though they won't be going on for a while, but it's still exciting to get new parts in. So yeah, stay tuned for the next video. It'll be coming out soon. Hope you guys are enjoying the series. If you're new to the series, if this is the first time you're watching, scroll back through my video playlist of the CRX build, and you'll be able to catch yourself back up to where we are right now. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.